MQA Certification UK Limited, presenting ISMS Transition Training ISO/IEC 27001, 2022.
I am a lead auditor and lead trainer for MQA Certification UK Limited since long, and I'm a trainer and auditor for 7 verticals of ISO domains. That is 9, 14, 45, 22, 301, 27001, 50,001, and so on. So here my area of strength and expertise that I have conducted many audits and many training under my belt. The more than 3,000 audit I have already conducted as a lead auditor, and for trainer I have conducted more than 250 or nearing about the 300 trainings for across the globe. So thank you. Now our today's agenda, that is the overview of MQA Certification UK Limited, the transition certification, how to go on a transition certification for an organization, and how to audit. So overview of the ISO IEC 222 version, that any type of summary of changes. So we will discuss about the changes made between the 2013 and to 2022 version. Then what is the changes in the main structure of the your main auditable clause, that is the clause number 4 to 10, and the annexure A, that is the most important in information security management system, the SOA, and the framing up of SOA in accordance to the annexure A. Annexure A, that transition period. What is the transition period from 2013 to 2022 version, and the how to check, how to verify your implementation approach as an auditor. You will learn in this training program. Now about the MQA Certification UK Limited. So MQA certification is an internationally recognized and internationally accredited conformity assessment body. So which is offering the various range of the certification and also the training for the value of your auditors, personal auditors, and the organization. And MQA Certification UK Limited is accredited with the Exemplar Global and the IAS, International Accreditation Service. It is all from the USA. So if any organization want to go for the organization certification, and they can go for the accredited certification for either Exemplar Global or the certification for the IAS. Now in this participation of the transition course, you will be given the certificate of participation, and you will be undergone a examination which will be conducted after this after this training program. Not today, it may be intimated to you according to the timings. So you will get a certification of achievement if you score 80% and above in that particular examination. And you also you will be provided with a certificate of participation for attending this training course. Now, in this training program, we are forwarding with some objective. The objective is the auditor to provide the auditor the basic knowledge and skill to understand the changes of the ISO IEC 27001 2013 to 2022, and you will get a certification for the lead for the audits in the change ISO IC 2022 version ISMS standard. Now you must have known that the ISO IEC 27001 2013 version has been changed to the ISO IC 2022 version. This previously the name of the 2013 version was something different. That was the information technology security techniques, information security management system requirement. After this revision, this main and name of the standard has been revised and changed. Now this name of this 22 version is information security, cyber security, and privacy protection, information security management system requirement. There is the changes that previously it was the information security, information technology, security techniques. Now it is included with the information security, cyber security, and privacy protection. Now this latest version is published in October 25th, 2022, and it is mandatory any organization to go for the upgradation of the certification. Also for the auditor, it is mandatory to get a transition certificate as their competency and skill is concerned to go for the transition training for the 22 version. Now in this two standard, that is 2013 version and 2022 version, so an auditor has to find out the gaps, which is a requirement of the current standard 2022 2022 version. The main part is there is a changes, slight changes, but some significant changes also there in the main clauses of the 4 to 10. Now the changes in the annexure A, there are various changes in the annexure A. You will learn from this that annexure A of 22 version. The controls, previously it was the 14 sections of the controls. Now it has been changed to only 4 themes. Okay, so the number of controls has been reduced, or you can say that decreased from 114 to 93. In 2013 annexure A, you will find the 114 controls, and in this 22 version it has been reduced to the 93 controls, but the no control has been deleted. Either it has been merged and with the other controls, and 11 new controls has been included in these 93 controls. The 58 controls out of these 114 controls has been updated where the 24 controls and are merged with the other controls, and one control is splitted. No control in 2013 version, that is 114 controls, has been deleted, but the control structure has been revised, which includes the attributes. The one unique word has been used in 2022 version, attributes. The you must have known that what is the meaning of the attributes. It is the quality of the anything can be termed as an attribute. And in this the controls, that no control has been deleted, and the specific purpose of the control has been defined in the annexure A. So you will find that from the 2013 version, no significant requirement of the main standard, that is ISO IC 2013, has been deleted. So please mute yourself. Okay. Now I would like to give you some summary of the 2013 or 2022 version. You may see that there are the number of clauses of the standard plus annexure A is 11. That is the 10 main clauses, 1 to 10, and the annexure A. It is also the, and there are 114 controls in 2013 standard, and now in 2022 standard it is 93 controls. Already I have given you an overview that the 14 domains has been reduced to the 4 themes. So this is the main summary of the changes that made in the 22 version. Now the management system in both the standard, no changes in the management system. The very small changes in the management system is noted, that there is no large changes is there. Now as per the clause number 4 and auditable clause from 4 to 10 is concerned, if you have got your 2013 and 2022 version standard, you can distinguish it. That clause number 4.2, that is the needs and understanding the needs and expectation of the interested parties. In this clause number 4.2, that one sub clauses, that means the C has been included, that means added in this. This is also a significant change in the main structure of the 2022 version. In the previous standard, there was no such type of requirement. What is the analysis for the needs and expectation of the interested parties? So specifically, it is now in the sub clauses, that 4.2C, you will see that which of the that 4.2C, that this requirement will be addressed through the information security management system as an overall, and there is a changes in the new language is written, that including the process needed and their interaction. Previously, this language has not been in the 2013 version. That is the you as an organization or as an auditor, you have to verify that whether the process needed and their interaction has been addressed during the implementation of the ISMS within the organization, and as an auditor, you have to verify that whether the process interaction has been addressed by the organization or not. Now, in the leadership requirement, previously the language was the same, but one inclusion in that particular terms, that the top management shall ensure the responsibility and authority for the roles for the relevant security is assigned and committed. Previously, it was like this. Now, one sentence has been included within the organization. That means what roles and responsibility will be assigned by the top management. It will be applicable to the within the organization. Now the 6.1.3, it is the risk assessment. In 6.1.3, that NOPS has been revised. That in 6.1.3, that included the deleting and control objectives, replacing the controls to the information security controls. Now the wording of the clause number 6.1D is only reorganized to remove the ambiguity of the management system. In 6.2, there is a language change that previously it was the including the additional, it is only the objective, what is the information security objective, ISMS objective, and what is the planning to achieve them. Now, in this clause number 6.2, it is included with the some additional guideline on information security objective. This information security objective guidelines is in clause number 6.2 are giving or are providing the additional clarity how to monitor regularly the information security objective and how it will be documented, the monitoring and measurement. When you go for a monitoring, how it will be maintained by the organization. So during an audit, the auditors has to verify or check whether the monitoring of the objective set by the organization is being monitored by the organization. Now, the significant change in clause number 6.3, this clause has been included. That means that this is a new clause in the main structure of the ISMS Information Security Management System. That is the why this clause is being included, because the name has been changed that from information technology to information security and cyber security and privacy protection. That in the main standard, the name has been changed so that this clause has been included for with the standard for the planning of the changes, because the new standard has been revised with the many changes. So especially in the annexure A, now organization has to plan the how to incorporate this planning into their day-to-day operation of an organization to protect their data and protect their information, which is the main theme of the information security management system. Now, in support requirement, that some addition is there in communication, that is clause number 7.4. It is in 7.4 A to C, remain the same, but some D has been included, that the who should communicate. Previously, it was not there. And E, the process of communication. Okay. Now, in the clause 8.1 in the main structure, this operational control, this is also a significant change. The additional guideline has been added for the operational control, in which the ISMS now needs to establish a criteria. In other standard, you will see that in operational control, it has been, suppose in 9001 or 45,001 or 50,001, in any type, any environmental management system, there is a criteria. That means the limitations or the benchmark was there. According to that benchmark, that operational control is to be provided in other. Now, in 2013 version, in operational control, this is criteria, establishing the criteria for the every aspects or every element of the information security management system was not there. Now, in this clause number 8.1, the establishing the criteria is a significant change, and it is for the any type of action against the planning the organization has taken after identification of the internal and external issues and the needs and expectation of the interested parties. What the organization has planned, this has to be tested in the operational control with a specific criteria. This is the significant change. And one more change is the externally provided process or product and service is replaced. Previously, it was the externally provided process and the product or service. Now it is covered under the outsource process. Okay. So deleting the terms, the outsource, it has been replaced by the outsource process. And in this outsource process, that which the externally provided providers are providing to the organization, whether it is a product or whether it is a service, it has been included in the outsource process. Now you will see in that standard, the especially mentioned that organization shall plan, implement, control the process needed for the requirements and to implement the action determined in clause 6. So clause, you all know that the output of the clause 4.1 and 4.2 is the input of the clause 6, and the output of the clause 6 is the input of the clause 8, that is the operational control. And implementing the control of the process is according to the criteria. That means now the organization has to set a criteria against which the operational control will be verified. And now the auditor's responsibility to focus on this point, that whether the criteria has been decided by the organization and according to that criteria, their planning is is being tested. Now in 9.2, there is a changes. This clause has been divided into two more sub-clauses. Previously, it was an only 9.2 internal audit. Now this is in this 22 version, that 9.2.1 and 9.2.2. This is divided into two part. One is the planning and second is the execution. Okay, previously it was combined, that planning and execution is combined. Now it is divided into planning and execution. Now there is a significant change in management review meeting. So in management review meeting, three new sub-clauses has been included, that is 9.3.1, 9.3.2 and 9.3.3. So 9.3.2 was not there. So in this, in the 9.3.2C was the significant changes. It is clarifying that management review meeting will be conducted in consideration of the any changes in needs and expectation of the any interested parties, whether it is the employee, whether it is the any organization, whether it is the legal bodies. The needs and expectation has to be reviewed in the management review meeting. And it is important to note in the management review meeting that any type of changes is within the scope of the ISMS, which is determined in the clause 4, that is clause number, entire clause number 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4, is to be addressed based on the requirement of the needs and expectation of the interested parties. It is a significant change, that 9.3.2C. Now improvement, clause 10, there is a slight changes. Previously that clause 10.1 was the corrective action and 10.2 is the continuing improvement. Now this that 10.1 and 10.2 is reversed. That is 10.1 now the continuing improvement, and the 10.2 is now the corrective and non-conformity and corrective action. Now in the annexure A changes. So we have already discussed that the controls has been reduced from 114 to 93 controls in annexure A. This is very important, and that number of controls has been decreased, but no control has been deleted. Either it has been merged or it has been restructured. Now, previously it was 14 domains. Under these 14 domains, 114 controls was accommodated. Now these 14 domains has been revised and changed to the 4 themes. The significant changes is that now domains has been called is 4 themes. What is the theme? 4 themes. 4 themes is divided into the organizational control, that is a theme. The people control, it is divided, included or some merged control and the people control, and the physical control and technological control. This is the 4 themes. Under the organizational control, it is categorized in A5. There are 37 controls. In A6, people control, there are 8 controls are there. Now, physical control in A7, there are 14 controls, and the A8 technological control is included with the 34 controls, which counting is coming on the 93 controls. Within this organization control, people control, physical control, and technological control, you will see that 11 new controls are there in ISO IEC 27001 2022. Now, since this is a new control, the auditor has to be focused on this new control when they conduct the audit of a new version or the transition audit from 2013 to 2022 version transition. The auditor has to focus on these 11 new controls. Now, these 11 new controls, what is this 11 new controls? The 11 new controls, first is the threat intelligence. Now, the attributes of these controls is changed. Something somehow changed. It has been defined that what is the control type, in which situation you can apply this threat intelligence. This control type is categorized as a preventive, detective, and corrective. That means that if you apply this, if any organization apply the control, they are taking the preventive measure, they're taking also detective measure, and they are also taking the corrective measure. The properties remain the same, the CIA and the cyber security concepts is being included to identify the threats, to detect the threats, and to respond against any threat. So these are the this is the new inclusion in the. So one organization has to identify the threats, they have to detect the threats, and they have to respond against that threat. Now, operational capabilities of this threat intelligence to identify or to manage the threat and vulnerabilities in the management, entire ISMS management system. Now, the security domains of this purpose of this security domain is to defend and to respond against any type of threat. So it will provide what is the purpose of this threat intelligence. The purpose of this threat intelligence to provide a complete awareness to the employees of the organization that there may be a threat environment, so that appropriate mitigation action or reduction, mitigation or reduction or the elimination or transfer of the threat may be taken by the organization in case of any threat intelligence. If any type of threat occurs within the. Now, how to go for this new applied control? So information, now organization has to go with this guideline, and also auditor's responsibility is to verify this in control number A 5.7, the what organization has did against this threat of any type of threat they have faced in their information security management system. Now they have to collect the information of existing or any type of potential threats and analyze it. That means, so organization has to undergo a analysis, and it is called the root cause analysis, that the why this existing threat or any type of unwanted emerging threats is within their facility or not. So now every facilities, after analyzing and detecting this threat, every facilities is to be informed for the preventive action from this analysis, to take the immediate preventive action which may cause a harm to the organization. And when you go for that analysis, you will reduce the impact of the such type of threat. If an organization take the preventive action, so in this control, you have already seen that this is the preventive, detective, and respond action is to be taken. So now when you apply the threat intelligence, you have to establish the objective for the threat intelligence production. So what will be your objective to encounter the threats? Now you have to identify the threats. You have to select the internal and external information sources from where you will get the necessary information which is appropriate to provide for the production of the threat intelligence. What is the source of information you have to identify. Now collect all the information from the various sources, and which can be internal source, which can be external source. You have to collect, as an organization representative, you have to collect from the various sources, the internal and externally, the information. Now, after collecting this information, you have to generate a preparation for analysis, which may be the formatting or collaborating or correctively or transcribing for the information. After analyzing this information, how it relates to the organization, and the communication and sharing of this information to the all level of the organization, so that the formation of the action which has been taken, which is to be taken by the organization as a preventive or detective or corrective nature, that can be understood within the organization. This threat intelligence, in many places you will see that it is provided by the independent provider or advisor, okay, with the collaboration of the particular group. Now, the organization should share all the information on a mutual basis to this organization, which may be the independent provider, which may be the advisors of the organization, which may be the governmental agencies or collaborative group. So when any organization share this information on their mutual basis, so they can improve the overall threat intelligence process within the organization. Now, next new clause is new control is the information security for the use of cloud service. The cloud service is a very important element of the information security management system. And information security in A 5.23, that is control type is preventive control. So in this preventive control, you can prevent any type of vulnerabilities in the cloud service. The properties is the CIA, and cyber security concept is to protect any type of threat which may occur to the cloud service. Now, where you can apply it, the organization capabilities, the supplier management, and the relationship management, and the security management of an organization. Now, these security domains is the governance and ecosystem of protection. Now, purpose of this 5.23 is to specify and manage the information security for the use of the cloud service for an organization, for acquisition, use, and management of entire cloud service, which is established in accordance to the own organization security requirements, IS security requirements. As per the IS security requirement, it has been introduced. It should be introduced. Now, how you will go for this, the A 5.23 preparation. Now, organizations should establish a clear policy, that topic specific policy. That means the clear policy on the use of the cloud service to all relevant interested parties. Organizations should define and communicate how that will be managed in the information security risks associated with the cloud service. Now, use of cloud service, it can be shared cloud service, it can be own domain, but collaborative and efforts within the mutual group is to be taken into consideration with the service provider and as an organization, if the organization is a users of the cloud service as a customer. Now, auditor, on the part of the auditor should verify this, whether this cloud service policy has been established by the organization, and whether this is communicated within the organization and with the partners about the risks which is associated with the cloud service, and the essential responsibility for both the organization and the cloud service provider who are acting as a customer has been implemented properly or not. Now, as an organization should define the all relevant information which is needed for the use of cloud service, the selection criteria, how you will select an organization, how the organization will select the cloud service within that criteria is applicable, the roles and responsibility which is related to the use of the cloud service, whether the roles and responsibility has been assigned or not, what type of information security controls are managed for the cloud by the cloud service provider, and which is managed by as an organization as a customer. So both service provider and customer has to apply the controls which is needed by the customer or by the service provider. Now, how to manage the controls? What will be the interlinked between the controls, and what changes in service it's required for the use of multiple cloud service? So the interrelationship and interaction within the process is needed, particularly when any organization taking the service of the different cloud service provider. When there is a multiple cloud service provider, then it has to be taken into consideration. And how to change is being occurred, how to change the or stop the use of the cloud service. Now the new control has been applicable in A.30, the ICT readiness for the business continuity. So ICT readiness in business continuity is a corrective action, because this readiness will be applicable for the where there is a disruption in the business continuity. There may be many cases, many reasons for the disruption of the business continuity, but you will see that information security properties has been only the availability of information during an disruption on business continuity. And this cybersecurity concept is the response against any type of business continuity.
Thanks for watching training video.